Hello everyone, welcome back to Fawn of the Forest, the tarot channel for sweet, sensitive little woodland creatures. This is a nighttime forest extravaganza, and in just a minute we are going to spin the wheel so you can pick your pile. But tonight I should say, we are going to be talking about a conversation with the person who ghosted you. Really trying to sit down with whatever spirit has to tell us about them. I'm sure you have your person in mind, and let's have a conversation with them. And remember, these readings are all allegedly for entertainment purposes only. And let's spin the wheel. Hi, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. So today we are talking about what is a conversation with the person on your mind who ghosted, your ghoster. Not an actual ghost, but someone who ghosted you. Sorry for the glare. It's nighttime, so I have to adjust the light accordingly. That's a little better. All right. Let me just sit down for this. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, Bambi. And that is about an opportunity. Wanted an opportunity and saw something else, is what I'm seeing. Wanted an opportunity, saw something else. Was not satisfied to sit with what they already had, which might have been you. They did not feel powerful when they were with you. They felt subverted by you. And I'm not pointing fingers, but they felt subverted by you, whether that's true or not. And that's what I'm seeing so far. They don't like how you made them feel kind of like less than. And I'm not pointing fingers at you, that's what I'm hearing. They felt less than. Because, we're all capable of making other people feel less than. They're done completely. And yeah, I think that they know that they would get some kind of validation from you trying to track them down. They would get like the joy of being able to I'm not trying to sound mean saying this, being able to reject you, like, to your face. And I don't think that they want to do that, but like, let's be real, a lot of people would feel that. But they're hoping that you just like get the hint and just move on with your life, because they don't really see reconciliation, and they almost kind of see it as like you don't have anything left in common anyway. And maybe you never did. I'm getting for you like some kind of reckoning. Judgment's like a reckoning. Like seeing the truth. And the Justice card is reversed. So that's like imbalance, something that was unfair. And I do think that they felt treated unfairly by you. It's like they know that ghosting is unfair, but they felt unfairly treated by you. And it's like, in these types of situations, we want to just find one person to blame. And I think it's important to note here, I'm just getting that it's important to note here that there's two sides to every story. There's stuff that you don't know. People have their own version of things, and like, we have to learn to be like okay with that. and just like not having to be like, no, I am right. And like, yes, you might be right. Like, but it's rarely ever completely, like, maybe you weren't right to yourself though, you know? It's like looking beyond right and wrong into like more dimensions that exist, because we tend to like to break things down into right or wrong. Okay. I think that somebody feels like isolated and lacking, or, you know, I think some of you might feel like, oh, this always happens to me. And you have a choice here where you could make it about you and your lack of worth, or you could realize that people do what they want to do. And yeah, maybe they had like, interesting. Some of you guys have hickeys. I don't know. I'm just getting that. I'm getting the hickey card here. Some of you guys were a little, okay, don't be going off like trying to get validation through like hookups and stuff. I mean, okay, look, like you can, but I just don't know. I feel like, okay, I'm not against hookup. If you guys want to hook up, obviously. Live your life. You will either way. That's what I'm talking about here. But if it's self-destructive, can you recognize that that's a self-destructive impulse in you? Because it's self-destructive because it's not something to globalize in your life. But some of you are really going to have a hard time not globalizing it and being like, this always happens to me. It's because I'm unworthy and I'm ugly and I'm this and and then you're going to go on this terrible crusade emotionally and possibly like, you know, run into the arms of a bunch of other people, which is like fine, but like, is that really what you want to do, or is that self-destructive? Because you don't need to self-destruct. That's the real point of what I'm saying. You don't need to self-destruct. You don't need to go out seeking validation right now. If you can believe that. Because it's about realizing it's like people do what they want to do, give them the freedom to be who they are and show you. And that's part of why, you know, people unfold, they unravel like an artichoke. You pull the leaves out and there's something special in the middle. There's the artichoke heart, and you put it in butter and you put it in balsamic vinegar or whatever. What do you put your artichokes in? Or artichoke dip? That's good. You should go be around people, but, you know, be around people who ground you. That's what I'll say. I think that's a really big lesson for you guys if you're listening to pile number 1 out there. It's like you need to unlearn this thing of like globalizing all the things that happen to you and being like, it's about my lack of worth, or it's about me being unlovable. I could never, ever, just always. It's like you just need to like keep on going in your life and be open. And like, I'm seeing like the hand like unfurling, like unclench your hand and just open and like let the water flow in and out. Like, we don't have control over things. So, and you shouldn't have to chase people to get what you need. You know, they'll either be able to give you what you need, or they won't be able to, and then it's up to you if it's something that you want. Like, don't try to change them into that. Be like, that's who they are, and that's okay. And we're all here to learn from each other. So I hope that was a helpful reading, pile number 1. And if you like that, please like and subscribe. And thank you for listening. Best of luck to you. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. We're having a conversation with your ghoster. If I could get them to open up and tell me, what's up? Why did you ghost? What was really going on in your mind? This is all for entertainment purposes only, but let's see what we find. Cards are popping tonight. Okay, let's see. All right. The Six of Pentacles. I'm hearing with this card, it's about seeing, it's about helping people, but it's also about being seen helping people. They might be involved in some kind of charity type thing or some kind of thing for the common good of people. And they, I mean, I see them as like backing up to their word, like, but I mean, yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. This person, I'm getting photo op, photo opportunity. Like, and it's like, it's kind of like people like, yeah, filming things because they know that it gets engagement, kind of like a freak show or something. And I know this sounds really weird. I don't, I'm just going with this reading. I'm just going to see what's coming to me. And this is what it was getting. A conversation with your ghoster. I see like a good church boy or so. Oh God. Okay. No, not nothing against church boys or anybody, but I just had like a little download and I was like, oh gosh, okay. So this person is like, did a little switcheroo. This person presents in such a way that is very humble and altruistic. They might even be involved in like the altruism movements and all that crap out there. And they have a lot invested in being seen as the steady, worthy, upstanding person. An upstanding person with an upstanding outfit. And like comes from a good family, like all these things, things that some people don't even really think about. But yeah, they're thinking about how to style themselves that way. Interesting. Mm-hmm. You're not giving them what they wanted. I mean, I'm getting egotistical from them, if I'm being honest. I don't like to say that, but I'm kind of in that energy. And okay, so you didn't give them what they wanted. Yeah, you got in their way. They felt you were being immature. They felt that you weren't serious, and they felt that they had to parent you. And now, this is not me saying this. This is just what I'm getting. I think you're all awesome watching, but oh man, okay, but keep in mind that this person does not sound like a nice person. Like they're being very judgmental. They're being very like demeaning. Their tone is very demeaning. And again, it's like they're showing up as a temperance card, which is like, I'm good, look at me. But it's like underneath that, I'm getting like a really mean voice saying like, yeah, like you need help. And dude, that's just like not nice. And like, even if you do need, well, okay, yeah, we all need help. So let's all go get help, including this person. But no, seriously. They might try to offer you friendship at some point. But I don't know, I get a really mean voice coming through. Like, why would you, the friendships? Oh. Ooh, okay. Oh. Yeah, I feel them, they're a little backstabby. They might try to offer you like a social friend, kind of like, okay, they like keep people in their little halo or whatever around them. Halo harem. That's a good name for a YouTube channel. So Halo harem. I wanted plastic halo, but it was already taken. Yeah, I think halo is yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting derailed here. But yeah, okay, you got distracted. you got distracted by something that they possessed, or a flair that they possessed. And I think that you knew that you were kind of bored with them, honestly. Like that, you know, I get that they're very self-involved. And if you were to have friendship, I think that you would be the one carrying the weight of the friendship, as per the Ten of Wands here. I don't see them. I mean, yeah, I think you just got distracted. You got distracted by them, and you knew this person wasn't very good for you. And let's see next. What you got for me? Okay, yeah, or they might. Why is for me the Knight of Wands? And I feel like this is not correct, but I mean, every time I see it, I get like sexual energy off of it, because this looks like a big rod, honestly. Sorry if you're a kid watching, not appropriate, but like, well, I didn't say anything too bad. Yeah, I think that you made them look good and they were sexually attracted to you. However, they're just like, oh, like, I'm just hearing them say like, oh, the relationship just ran its course. It just ran its course. Like you can't force these things. And meanwhile, I think you probably had some stronger feelings for them, which is probably why you're watching this video. And but they're just like, yeah, you know, you can't force these things after they've run their course. It's a little detached. It's a little, but hey, maybe. I feel like yeah. All right. You got to tell the truth to yourself, girlfriend. You got to tell more of the truth to yourself. Like, you know the truth. You knew this person was bad, or just like, not even bad. Just, I mean, you know, it's like you felt you were going to be bored with them. You were like not, but it was still a challenge, because you have this like thing where you want to win over like reluctant people. Like, if it's a challenge of some kind, it's not just like, oh yeah, like, we like each other and we want to be together, yay. It's why, like, there's an impossible circumstance, and you're attracted to that stuff. You're attracted to that stuff because you associate love with like sacrifice and having to work like really hard, like not like the normal amount, like Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the hill only for it to roll back over him at the end of the day. I think, yeah, it's like, can you start like being more intentional about who you choose? And like, yeah, like choose somebody who's not going to activate that wound, like who doesn't have some impossible circumstance that you have to overcome to be with, like, realistically. It's like your fear of like intimacy coming out in this weird way, because it always keeps people away. But then you get to be heartbroken about it, so, and you get to feel bad about it, which, like, that's not positive. So yeah, but yeah, there's something in your attachment healing that needs facing up to. So I say go to therapy. Go see a real therapist who can help you out and has been trained in this stuff. That's what I say. But I hope this reading was helpful for you, pile number 2. And I'm wishing you all the best. If you like that, please like and subscribe. And I will see you in the cards next time. Bye. Well, hello there, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading today. A nighttime reading about a conversation with your ghoster. If I could sit them down and talk to them, what really happened? If they can be honest with me. Remember, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. But let's get started and see what the conversation has to say. Ace of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Ace of Cups. So there was potential here. I think they liked you. Yeah, they liked you, and they wanted to kind of see where things were going. So then why did you ghost, though? Clarification on why did you ghost, please. Can you guys see that? Yeah. The Fool. What you're doing. This is like, excuse me, Bambi. Knowing what you're doing. Something with missing pieces, missing information. They found out something about you that gave them extreme pause. Like, dude, were you like arrested or something? They found out something about you that gave them extreme pause. But they liked you. Oh. I think that this person has a very satisfying single life. And I mean, this is me talking as them is what I'm hearing anyway. It's like, you would have ruined my home. You would have ruined my peace. I would have been sitting in the corner wondering why you're there. Whoa. Oh, they feel like they found something out on you that you were trying to hide from them. And maybe you were trying to hide something from them. And they're just like, I'd rather be alone and protect my peace. They feel like you were flattering them, like you were lying to them, just to get something out of them. And maybe your destruction of their life was already starting. I'm almost getting like Amber Heard vibes. Johnny Depp. It's like you would never know. But, I mean, yeah. No, they're done. And they're going to tell people what they found out, too. They think you have other victims. And maybe you do. I don't know. I'm not talking as me. I'm talking through the cards, just so you know. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. Yeah, they just want to be away. They're not interested in anything. They didn't even really feel, I don't know. Yeah, they just feel like you would be like an impediment to them. And maybe with reason. I wonder what it is. I don't know what it is that they found out. They feel like you hid it and you did on purpose and you were lying and manipulating them the whole time. Whew. Okay. You are at a crossroads now. You listening. And you're going to keep having these experiences unless you change your ways. I think that the cards are saying you need to take a break from people for a while. Like, not people, but dating, relationships of a romantic, sexual nature or whatever. And you really think long and hard about what you want to do next, because it's like you haven't had any problems with like getting people to date you and stuff, I feel. But when they find out this thing about you, it's like you have to find a different way of like being transparent, I would say, with people. So, you know, and maybe you have a lot of lies that you're trying to live down. But start, you know, figuring out how you can live a more truthful life, because you're going to burn out on this. And I don't see it going to good places for you. I just don't see it. Yeah. Let's just pull one more. Oh, I just want to pull one more clarification on it's like I feel like you, yeah, you just like need to also explore your relationship to pleasure and what makes you happy. That's not a bad thing. But explore whether your relationship to pleasure is really healthy or not. And what would healthy look like and what does unhealthy look like. Remember, these readings are all for entertainment purposes only. So yeah, that's all I have with this pile. Sorry, pile number 3. I mean, I know that this was a bit of a weird reading. Tell me what you think in the comments, but I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, I would be surprised, but hey, you never know. If you did, like and subscribe and tell all your forest fawn friends about this YouTube channel. It is about Bambi. Well, no, it's not. It's about Fawn of the Forest. Signing off. See you next time. Bye.